Now, I've always liked dressing up, putting together what I call grown folk clothes, whether it's casual, business casual, a black tie event, just something nice with a blazer and a tie. Personally, I like bow ties, and that explains why I've, collected quite a few over the years. Actually, I can't really put a number to it, and they've cost quite a few dollars over the years. In this video, I will tell you why I own so many bow ties. Give you some cool facts about bow ties, and it's a bonus at the end on how to tie a bow tie for those gentlemen out there looking to learn how to tie a bow tie. Stick around. After the intro, we'll get right into it. I'm RifleX. Now, if you know me, you know bow tie flex is an era of its own. It's a time, it's a phase of its own. I couldn't be seen in the picture, whether it's at work or in a professional setting or just at a party, without having a bow tie on. Like, it was my thing. I had to have it on. And then it actually becomes serious until one stage in my life. And the places that I frequented, i.e. work, or just places that I always spend time in, people started expecting me to wear a bow tie. It became a thing of its own. Like, why are you wearing a bow tie today? Or what bow tie are you wearing tomorrow? And it actually escalated to the point where I inspired people I worked with, or people who knew me, to dedicate a day in their life. People who would otherwise only wear regular ties, to dedicate a day in their life to wearing a bow tie just to match me. Kind of like an homage. That's dope. When you inspire people in that way, it's a positive thing. It's dope. I can't lie. It is. Now, growing up in Cameroon, it was pretty much mandated that you dress well going to school. Everybody's in uniform. Some schools here in the United States do uniform, but for the most part, people dress casually. Where I'm from in Cameroon, it was mandated you wear a uniform to school, and it should be neat. Nice, neat haircut, well-polished shoes, clean, everything. Then you actually get disciplined for not looking neat or for not wearing and respecting the dress code. And I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for Sundays, when I could showcase like the stuff that was in my closet. Sundays were the big days. Going to church, you know what I'm saying? Like putting together something, complete something on was my highlight. And of course, had to put a tie on. You cannot have a well-dressed, you know what I mean? You can, having a blazer, having a, regular blazer and, nice clean shoes is dope. But the completeness of it, kind of like the icing on the cake. Kind of like, like the climax is putting on a nice tie, whether it's a regular tie or bow tie. But like I said, bow ties always were my thing. Did you know that only 1% of men actually know how to tie a bow tie? Now, unless of course you knew somebody was absolutely into bow ties, you would not consider getting them a tie for Christmas or wedding day anniversary. It'll most likely be a regular tie. Even though that wedding day photograph, as great as it looks, most men depend on other people to tie it for them. A bow tie, that is. And like I said, it does look good on those wedding day photos. That's why people wear bow ties on their wedding day. Bow ties are special. They're rare. They're different. That's why I love them. And that's why we wear them. But unless you know how to tie them, it can come in handy on all kind of occasions. If you know, you know. And it carried over actually when I moved to the States. Everybody for the most part is focused on the J's, the latest J's, or there's the ones, the 12s, I don't know, because I'm not into J's like that. I'd rather wear Pumas. Those who know. But everybody's focused on, especially the first day of school, everybody got their fit lined up. But me on the other hand, I'm just gonna wear what I want to wear. And Fridays though, Fridays in high school, and this record of this, photos of this were my day. I made it a thing. Every Friday, I'm dressing up. I'm wearing a suit and I'm wearing a tie. And at first, like you will guess it, I got flamed, like I got roasted. People were like, yo, what the heck is going on? Like, is it your birthday or something? Even on birthdays, like I remember one story, my birthday, I got flamed because I didn't really dress up. People were expected to dress up on their birthdays, but I was just regular, like looking forward to Friday. Friday, I'm donning a suit and a tie. I just kept, like I said, consistent with it and, being confident in what I'm wearing and who I am, to the point where in high school, I had people joining me to dress up on Fridays. And that just goes, like when you wear something, you're confident in it, you inspire others, or it just, people respect it. At first it might be different, but people eventually respect it. The true bow tie aficionado would argue that self-tie bow ties are the only acceptable option. While we will all agree that self-tied bow ties are saturationally more respected and accepted, sales and production will beg to differ, as 78% of ties produced and demanded are pre-tied bow ties, and the remainder 22% are self-tied. That goes to show that occasional bow tie wearers prefer convenience over style. And that's okay, because most people just wear it because it's required as part of a uniform or a dress code for an occasion. But if you can wear it well, if you can wear it confidently, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you look good in it. For me, it all started when I landed my first real job, and it was special. It was actually really special because this was my first real job immediately after college. I was fortunate enough to intern at a television station here in DC. I was offered a position right after graduation, and it was perfect because, you know, there were great folks, good company, and extremely professional, because we actually were meeting some pretty important people in our nation, like lawmakers, constant people coming in and out. It was expected to be professional. Personally, it was my job to meet, shake hands with, and interact with these people, like important people coming in and out. They're coming in here with expensive suits and ties, and so hey, I can't be out here looking bummy, you know, jeans and whatnot. I mean, these folks, I was raised better. I come from a reputable home, you know what I mean? My dad always made sure the pants was lined up, the shoes was polished, the jacket was clean and ironed. No crap. So a chance to showcase, you know what I'm saying, my tie collection, and, you know, person like me, my bow tie collection was definitely appreciated. I got a chance to showcase, you know what I'm saying, like my bow tie collection, which grew over time as my time there was spent. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise, given the black bow tie is part of the formal black tie dress code. The one color that surprises the most, according to data collected, was pink. 1 in 14 bow ties sold, according to this same website, by the most bow tie selling online shop, was pink in color. Now, it makes sense because most of them bought during the spring and summer months. And as you guessed it, they wear it to proms and weddings. For the most part, my collection started small. Like most men, I own pre-tied bow ties. Every different kind of color and style there is. You know, this is one of my favorite. This one, that wedding joint. But yeah, I own a pretty large collection of pre-tied bow ties. It just never really sat well with me though. At work or whenever I wore them, I would always find myself in the bathroom, you know, trying to make sure that it looked right, and constantly always adjusting it, trying to make sure that it sits well on me. I never really was happy or like comfortable, you know, with the pre-tied ones. I just was always fidgeting with it, like always moving it, making sure it looks right and all that. It just didn't work out for me that well. Now, of course, I didn't know how to actually tie a self bow tie, and I had to start somewhere, you know what I mean? And YouTube University, bruh. One night I was just like, man, I'm gonna go to Burlington or like a discount shop and stock up on like 2 or 3 ties, bow ties. And before I went to sleep, I just looked up a YouTube video, how to tie a bow tie, and I watched it like 4 or 5 times, and I just practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. Woke up the next morning and still didn't really know how to tie it, but I kind of made it work. But the difference was noticed right away, and it just sits right in. I was comfortable in it. I was happy with it. So I just bought more and more and more and more, and graduated though from, you know, discount stores to more sophisticated ones. I think the most expensive tie I own is $75. It's this guy right here. And there are ties that are more expensive than $75, bow ties, even regular ties. The site Tie a Tie was analyzed, the world's leading website with men visiting how to tie a tie knot. Not only regular ties, but bow ties. 4 million visits each year. And the #1 day with a search word how to tie a tie was New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, Halloween, and Valentine's Day. Now, I still don't understand why New Year's Eve continues to be the #1 day for men wearing bow ties. Maybe I just don't have all the information. And it's also very random. But the fact is, any day you wear a bow tie, it's a good day. Now, as I said in the beginning, when you do something so consistently, so professionally, and so well, people pay attention to it. People respect it. In my 5 years of working in this television station in DC, I wore a bow tie every single day. Every single day. The most impressive thing though is inspiring people like to wear a bow tie as well. Like I had colleagues who never wore a bow tie in their life, you know, constantly wore a regular tie, but dedicated days like, yo, I'm gonna wear a bow tie on Thursday, and I'm gonna need some help tying it though, because most people, like I said, don't know how to tie a bow tie, and that's fine, that's okay. That is okay, because we have come to that part of the video where I teach you how to tie a bow tie. It's 4 easy steps. If you blink, you miss it, right? Here we go. You're gonna have that right stripe a little lower than the left one. I'm stand up real quick, you know what I'm saying, so you can see it real nice and well. Right one a little lower than the left one, then you wanna cross it over like so, all right? Then you wanna put it under and over. Under and over, the longer one, under and over. Next, you just want to forget about it. Just throw it over your shoulder, your left shoulder. Just like so, boom. Just forget about it for now. Fold the one on your right hand and bring the left one over it. Then you want to close that sandwich. That'll create a little nook. I call it a nook, where you're going to stick the little flap in it. Just, yeah, right there. Just stick the little flap in it. That flap that you forgot about and you brought over, just stick it in it right there. And here's where the love making, if you will, happens. You just want to tweak it. You just want to play with it right here. That's where you're creating a pretty nice little bow. Just play with it. Play with it. Practice makes perfect. Remember, just practice. Play with it. You know what I mean? Stretch, pull, tug, little here, little there. And you got yourself a nice bow tie. It's that easy. It's 4 steps. You can rewind if you want. And there we go. 4 easy steps. Crack a smile, bro. Crack a smile. Yeah. Big one. Yeah. So that is it for this video. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things about bow ties and why I own so many of them. I hope to part way with a few of them here very soon. I was like, man, is anybody really gonna watch a video about me and bow ties? But it's a huge part about my life, and so here it is. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Do like this video, share it, and stick around and get you more content on this channel. I'm RifleX. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.